E.N.D here, E.N.D here. It's again time for some Magic Arena. Last week of the season trying to reach Diamond 1. I'm still playing with the RDW red deck win. Let's see, maybe next season I will change deck or tweak this particular deck. Let's start the first game. Let's see our opponent. We're going to play against Elaro's deck. Starting hand, not bad. 2 mountains, Robber of the Rich, Stomp, 1 shock. We have light up the stage. 1 mountain. Let's wait for his turn. He's going to cycle the boon. Opponent's turn. Plains. Valiant Rescuer. Shock the Rescuer. Obviously better remove that card because of the cycling. Another mountain. Runaway Stinkin. This is a very good card for ramping in red. Usually red does not have any ramp. He's cycling again. I will lose. He gains 1 life. Third mountain. Risking the swing. If he blocks, I will stomp his creature. Now we will play light up the stage. 2 mountains. 2 lands. 4th land for his side. Dranet Healer. I have my stomp again. Castle Emberet. Stomp his card. Let's wait for a cycling from his side. He's going. That's very good from his side. Very good from his side. I still can play Torban. I'm not going to swing. Very good defense from his side. He's cycling. Now he's going to cycle. Get another card. Create the fairy. Runaway Stinkin. Fervent Champion. Stinkin gets another one. Now I'm going to really try to play everything I have in my hand. Light up the stage. He's going to cycle again. He's going to try and gain some life. He needs some life. And he's creating more fairies. Not a very good light ups of stage. I'm going to risk attacking with 3 creatures. Let's see what he's going to do. He needs to block. He needs to block my creatures. He blocks the Robber of the Rich. I'm going to play the Rimrock on my favorite champion. Get another token on my Runaway Steamkin. He's at 8. I'm at 20. Laros is in play. He can play one of his permanents. Dranet Healer. He needs life. That's why he's playing Dranet Healer. That's a very good card. Infuriate. Let's see what I'm going to do. I have a lot of options in my hand. I'm going to play the... I'm going to attack straightforward. I have a lot of options that I can play. He blocks the Runaway Steamkin with Larus and blocks Torban with his healer. Let's now and try to win this game in this turn. And there's the win. Perfect win with Favorite Champion, Infuriate, Rimrock. That's win 1. We are Platinum 4. Second game. Let's try and play this second game. Let's see our opponent, if he has some sort of a companion. He has Euron as a companion, so this is a control deck. Euron means there will be probably Teferi. Let's try it. Start Fervor Champion. Ping 1. One of the triple fetchable cycle lands. Runaway Steamkin. I have to try and do this game extremely fast, or otherwise I will lose. When he manages to put in play all his strategy cards, I'm doomed. So I'm trying to go fast as possible. Robber of the Rich. Swing with everything. Omen of the Sea. Also, he's trying to scry and find something that will stop me. That's how this deck works. This deck, obviously, it's a very slow deck, but once you manage to build all your permanents, your opponent really doesn't have any chance. You run Sky Nomad, very good companion card. I don't swing with Robber of the Rich because possibly he has scryed a land. That's a little bit of trick. He played this scry, and probably he scryed a land, so let him draw the land. It's a small trick that I like to play. When you play this deck, you have some tricks in your sleeve, or otherwise, you'll not win this game. Let's see the opponent was going to do. We're waiting for the opponent. Or he does not have any lands in his hands, or he does not have anything to play. He's thinking. Come on. If he does not have anything that can remove my creatures. Here's Teferi, obviously Teferi. 3 lands and then Teferi in play. Returns my Runaway Steamkin. But I still have cards that I can play, so I can play Runaway Steamkin again. Stomping himself. I didn't want to lose that card. That card was a very good card, so I didn't want to lose. The fairy is dead anyway. And I have an Elspeth. That's a very good removal spell. It needs 5 mana. But another Teferi. These decks have always a Teferi in play. It's incredible. You remove one and another one pops up. At least he stepped out. He's at 11. I have a lot of lands. It's very, very unusual for this deck to have a lot of lands in hand, so I can play my cards. Let's see if we can take something good. That's a land, was a land. The fairy is dead. And he's at 9. I didn't want it to cast my giant because if he casts something, I want to try and play the stomp on that particular creature. Another Teferi, third Teferi in a row. It's incredible. It's incredible. Third Teferi in a row. Again, Runaway Steamkin pops on into my hand. Let's see. I can do 3 damage. I can do 3 damage. I have the Rimrock, which will give. No, I decided to kill again Teferi. It was another land. Not lucky with the Robber of the Rich. Really not lucky. Now I'm trying to go for as much as possible damage on my opponent. Now he's at 3. I have a Stomp, I have a Shock. So if he does not gain life in this particular turn, I'm going to win. Cycles, another land. I think the game is in my hand. I don't think I will lose this game. I'm going for the win. Surely I'm going for the win. I can still play a Shock. I can still play a Stomp on his side. He does not have any hexproof. I still have 3 creatures unless he plays Shatter of the Sky, but he does not have lands to play Shatter of the Sky. So really truly, I think he has to concede because my next turn I'm going to win. I'm going to win even if I swing only with my creatures. I think he knew that he's going to lose the game, so he's trying to gain some time. What's he going to do? I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to give him chance to for any response. I'm going only to swing with my creatures. Agent of Treachery, that's a very good card. Omen of the Sea, of the Sun, and then now I can shock him, and I can also stomp him. In response, he stepped out, so he also conceded. At that second win, Platinum 5. My last game for Diamond 1. As I said, last week of the season, let's play third game. Hopefully we can win this particular game. The hand is not a very good hand, so I had to mulligan. I have to mulligan. This is much better. I'm going to keep 6. I'm going to remove Infuriate because I don't think I need Infuriate. I removed Infuriate. I have the Rimrock Knight, which I can give a +2 or +0. I don't need Infuriate. Let's say our opponent does not have any companion. He also mulligan. He did a mulligan also. So we are 6 cards each. I don't know. The opponent does not have a companion. Breeding Pool. I put Rimrock Knight. It's a 3-1. Very efficient creature. Does a lot of damage. Swing Rimrock Knight. Obviously, I'm not going to play Shock and Stomp on my opponent. I'm going to leave them for anything that he can cast. This is a green-blue deck, so probably there's the Brazen Barrow, so my Rimrock Knight comes into my hand again. This is a blue-green deck, so I would imagine big creatures, counter spells, Brazen Barrow. Let's put again the Rimrock Knight, sorry. Results. He didn't counter, or maybe he does not have any counter. I don't know exactly if he has any counters in this particular deck. Brazen Barrow. He stepped out, so let's stomp him. It seems like more a flash deck than a blue-green control. Could be a control. He was already 4 lands in play and he didn't play anything. So I'm not going to play anything at this stage. I'm just going to swing with my Rimrock Knight and wait for him. Play another Rimrock Knight. A little bit of risk in my opinion, but I want to see if he has something in his hand. Fabled Passage. He needs to sacrifice the land. Mystical Dispute. Stomp his side. Trying to do some damage. He stepped out. Fabled Passage, sacrifice. Find a basic land. Fetch a basic land. It's a little bit slow. I prefer very fast games sometimes. These games last an eternity. 5 lands in play. Another Fabled Passage. Another Rimrock Knight. Swing with Rimrock Knight. Try to give +2/+0 to my knight in play. He counters. Three damage. 9. Going to try. Maybe I try to play one of the Bone Crusher. I play one of the Bone Crusher. This is a little bit risky because he has a Fabled Passage. And if he has a counter spell in hand with 2 lands, he can counter my Bone Crusher. That's what he's going to do. And that's he quench my Bone Crusher. Very good from his side. With these decks, it's very difficult to play. When you play against a control deck, it's very difficult to play. At least I have my Rimrock Knight that's still in play and he's still doing damage. The stage I'm going to wait for his move instead of playing something from my side. I'm sure he has counters and that's what I wanted. He stepped out at the stage. He's going to scry, probably trying to find something that will remove my Rimrock Knight. And so that's what he's going to do. I have 2 shocks in hand, so I'm going to wait for him to tap out. Fervent Champion. Let's see if he has some sort of counter spell for this card. If he quench my Fervent Champion, I will pay the 2. I have to wait for his response. It's taking ages. He has only 4 cards in hand, so or you have the counter or you don't have the counter. Mystic, Frilled Mystic. Now he stepped out. Shock his creature. He cannot, and he sucks. He concedes. Very good. We managed to beat a control player. Platinum tier 1 cleared. And I managed Diamond. As I said, Diamond. I managed Diamond tier 4. It was the last week of the season.